Right now, you are standing on top of a place no human has ever seen. Not because it is hidden behind a locked door, because it is simply too far down to reach. You have walked on this ground your whole life. You have never once wondered what lies 3,000 miles beneath your shoes. But the real answer is far stranger than any hole in the ground could ever show you. No one has ever drilled deep enough to touch the center of the Earth. Not even close. Yet scientists describe it with total confidence, layer by layer, temperature by temperature, almost as if they had been there. How is that possible? The answer starts with something you feel every day and never notice: vibration. The Earth shakes constantly. Earthquakes send waves rippling through solid rock, the same way a stone sends ripples through a pond. These waves travel straight through the planet, and scientists learned to read them like a doctor reads a heartbeat. In 1909, Croatian seismologist Andrija Mohorovičić noticed something odd in earthquake data. Some waves arrived faster than expected, as if bouncing off something solid underground. He had found a hidden boundary between the crust and the mantle below it. That boundary still carries his name today. That was only the beginning. Waves behave differently in liquid than in solid rock. In the 1910s and 1920s, German seismologist Benno Gutenberg discovered a strange shadow zone where certain waves vanished completely. The only explanation was radical for its time. Around 1,800 miles down, solid rock stops, and liquid metal begins. You are not standing on solid ground all the way down. You are standing above a hidden ocean of molten iron and nickel, swirling slowly, thousands of miles thick. Try to picture it. A sea with no waves you can see, no shoreline, no light, churning beneath every city and every ocean on the planet, completely undetected by anyone standing above it. But the story does not end there. In 1936, Danish scientist Inge Lehmann studied waves that should have been blocked entirely by that liquid outer core. Yet faint traces kept arriving anyway, as if something deep inside was bouncing them back. She proposed something radical: a solid ball of metal sitting at the very center of the planet, surrounded by the liquid it once was, the inner core. Think about what that means. The very center of your planet is not the coolest, calmest place on Earth. It is nearly as hot as the surface of the sun, and yet it stays solid, not because it has cooled, but because the pressure crushing down on it is so extreme that the iron atoms cannot move enough to melt. You live on a planet with the sun buried inside it. None of this was ever seen. It was heard, reconstructed from vibrations bending, slowing, and speeding up on a journey through thousands of miles of rock and metal. Here is the strangest part. You know more about the surface of Mars, a planet millions of miles away, than you know about what lies directly beneath your own feet, only a few thousand miles down. The deepest hole ever drilled, Russia's Kola super deep borehole, reached just over 7 miles down after nearly 2 decades of work. The distance to Earth's center is almost 4,000 miles. Heat and crushing pressure destroyed the equipment long before it could go any further. Engineers reported the rock itself began behaving less like stone and more like slow, heavy syrup. So scientists stopped digging and started listening instead. Every earthquake sends a signal outward. Every signal carries information about everything it passed through. String enough of those signals together from earthquakes all over the globe, and a shadow map of the invisible Earth slowly begins to form. Not a photograph, something closer to an X-ray. A thin, brittle crust on the outside. A slow, flowing mantle beneath it. A liquid metal ocean below that, generating the magnetic field protecting you right now, without you ever noticing it is there. And at the very center, a solid metal heart, spinning slightly faster than the world around it. No human eye will likely ever see any of it directly. No submarine, no drill, no future machine is likely to change that. It may stay one of the only places in the solar system permanently sealed off, even as telescopes photograph moons circling distant planets. And still, we know. Not through sight, but through pattern. Not through touching, but through listening carefully to a planet that never stops speaking in a language only tremors can carry. The next time the ground trembles, even faintly, remember what that shake really is. A signal racing downward, bending around a hidden ocean of metal and a buried sun, carrying back an answer that a Croatian scientist, a German scientist, and a Danish woman once decoded using nothing but pencil, paper, and patience. You have never dug deep enough to see what is beneath your feet, but somehow you already know exactly what is down there.